What is going on, guys? This is your boy from Reside the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, TanTaggers1, hit that bell notification button. Okay, this is gonna be my second video of the day, and this is gonna be my final video of the day. I'm gonna talk about excuse the awkwardness. I've like a hulls, one of them, throat lozenges. Right. But I'm gonna talk about Mashrafe Mortaza. Okay. Ever since the beginning, Mashrafe Mortaza had a tremendous fighting attitude, as if I wouldn't say combative, I wouldn't say confrontational, but I'll say competitive. Very, very competitive. There are some stories about when India came to tour Bangladesh in 2000. There was actually, I believe, one or two warm-up matches. Mashrafe Mortaza was in those matches. And just prior to those matches, someone from the Indian side said something derogatory about Bangladesh cricket. What's new there? Mortaza took it upon himself to actually, show them what's up, basically. I'm like, alright, you said that? Alright, watch and see what I do. And apparently he was the best performer from Bangladesh with the ball. To the point where, afterwards, I think Akram Khan or someone who was said that, okay, what do you think about our cricket now? He said that, well, can you give us Mashrafe Mortaza? So this guy had a reputation of being a fierce competitor from the beginning. The fact that this person had 7 to 8 operations on his knees, and he still kept going, and to be honest, he still wants to keep going. He doesn't need to do any of this. In fact, with all those operations, I believe he led the country's cricket for almost 5.5 years, notching up 50 ODI wins as captain, a win percentage of over 50%, the most successful established captain of Bangladesh, Mashrafe Mortaza. But after the 2019 World Cup, the writing was really on the wall. Because here's the thing with moving on from 2015, like Shane Warne said, he had a lot of heart, but he ought to retire. He was the highest wicket taker for Bangladesh in terms of pace bowling. One of the highest wicket takers. How can you not play this guy? But in the end, there's only so much you can do with a broken down body. And besides, after seeing this series, Mortaza's entire, his line and length is also a little messed up right now, so this is why I doubt he's going to play more than one ODI. I doubt he's going to play more than one more ODI. In fact, if anything, the Pakistan series is going to be his last ODI, and as a gesture of goodwill, if Mashrafe Mortaza ends up playing that ODI against Pakistan, the PCB should actually give him a special memento or something, as Mortaza has chosen to end his cricketing career in Pakistan. What was great about Mortaza was not necessarily his pace. Excuse me. A lot of dry cough for some reason. Not maybe it's due to too many throat lozenges. Yeah, not necessarily his pace, but what helped Mortaza was his swing, his line and length and swing, late movement, and also he had a pretty. This is at the peak of his career. He had a pretty good in cutter, or to a right-handed batsman. But if you want an example of, I don't know if you can find this clip anywhere. In fact, there was one player. Good Lord, I don't even know what happened to him. This man could swing the ball in any condition. The only problem was the swing was very early. And when the ball swings, good Lord, I have seen this man come to a right-handed batsman, come from wide over the wicket. Oh, let's do a left-handed batsman. Okay, come right over the wicket. He's a right-handed bowler. Come wide over the wicket. Bowl the delivery. Ball is angling away, and and for some reason, not at the last moment, at midway through, the ball curves in so much, it's going to hit middle stump. He actually got a wicket like that. The guy I'm talking about is Mahbubul Alam. I have no idea what happened to him. If you know what happened to him, please put it down in the comment section below. Because I think Bangladesh missed a chance with him. But this was one of the tests Mahbubul Alam played in South Africa. There's a wicket of Mashrafe Mortaza, I believe, of Graham Smith. Watch that delivery. That is Mortaza almost at his best. And he kept on trying to find ways to get wickets. And also, he kept, when everyone else was backing the spinners in Bangladesh cricket, he said, no, we have a pace department. We have Rubul Hussain. We have Taskin Ahmed. We have Mustafizur Rahman. Let's back them. Long and behold, Bangladesh cricket, after being down and out, I don't think those videos are up anymore because I had to clean up a lot of my YouTube channel a few months ago. So, but 2014 was a horrid time for Bangladesh. The match where Taskin Ahmed debuted, got 5 wickets. Stuart Binney got 6 for 4. And by the way, no one heard of Stuart Binney ever since. And in fact, actually, no one's caring about Taskin Ahmed either. But yeah, 2014 was an absolute horrid time for Bangladesh. Mashrafe Mortaza, like a phoenix that rises from the ashes, like a phoenix with its flamed wings that rises from the ashes. Mashrafe Mortaza resurrected Bangladesh cricket with the Zimbabwe win, with a 5-0 win against Zimbabwe. And after that, the rest is history. We beat Pakistan 3-0, we beat India 2-1, we beat South Africa 2-1. So yeah, but that could only last so long. So I would say this was the right series for him to retire, because you want to go out with a win, you don't want to go out with a loss. Let's take Lasith Malinga. I have a feeling he's going to still stick around in T20s, because he wants, I believe, my prediction, I believe he wants to go out with a win. Like I believe West Indies beat Sri Lanka 2-0 in the T20 series, and they only have 2 matches. So this was a good way to send Mortaza off, at least as captain. Like I said, my personal opinion as a player, one very, very realistic, one more ODI. And why not? Have that against Pakistan so that we tell the PCB that yes, we don't hate them. Like, we are having one of our most prized players have his final ODI against you. We don't hate them. So I think it would be a very strong diplomatic move. Okay, so 100 wickets as captain, Mashrafe Mortaza. Good enough. Me personally, I wanted him to end on 300 wickets, but you can't always get what you want. But that's understandable. Where do I want to see Mortaza going forward as a team mentor? Straight up, as a team mentor or as a team advisor. Because Mortaza has a very good cricketing brain. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like assistant bowling coach or something. Or assistant head coach or something. Like, Mashrafe Mortaza, he'll still have his presence in the outfield, like, beyond the boundary line with still the Bangladeshi colors on him. I don't know how busy his political career is going to be, but not factoring his political career, I would say keep him very close to the team. Who should take Mortaza's place? Not as captain, but as the senior pace bowler, Rubal Hussain. I'm sorry, but in ODIs, Rubal Hussain is getting a bad rep. In Tests, I can understand. In ODIs, Rubal Hussain is getting a bad rep. I still feel like Rubal Hussain has a lot to offer. Either him or Shafil Islam. What cannot happen is that you cannot have a very inexperienced pace side. Because if you have an inexperienced pace side, the moment one pacer starts to get smashed, all the other pacers will get smashed accordingly. Or at least there's a high chance of this happening. As for Shafil Islam, I wouldn't take this series very seriously in terms of his assessment, in terms of evaluating Shafil Islam. However, I would give him maybe 1 or 2 more chances. Like, let's say against Pakistan or in the Ireland series. If he still fails by then like, okay, moving on. Because Mortaza said something right. The time for experimentation is over. Now we want results. We have experimented for a long time. Jamie Siddons, Dev Watmore, Jamie Siddons, Hathura Singh, Steve Rhodes, you name it. Russell Domingo, yeah. Why do I want to say Robert Domingo? Okay, yeah, Russell Domingo. Now we have to get results. Okay. What should BCB do from here? If they want to get Bangladesh more prepared for home conditions, what I would recommend is arrange an away ODI series against Afghanistan. Afghanistan's ODI matches happen in Dehradun, in India. Okay, unless you have this stupid Indian politics, with basically weaponizing a person's religion or whatnot. Unless that becomes a very big issue, because in the end security is always paramount. Okay, I would recommend that to happen. So from 4, you bump your ODIs up to 7. if you have 7 ODIs, you can plan for someone to take over the reins from 2020, not from 2021, because 7 ODIs is a much more healthier number than 4 ODIs. Or who knows? Have 9 ODIs. Have 5 of them, or have 10. Have a home series and have an away series in ODIs. Last time Afghanistan came, they didn't play ODIs. I don't remember them playing ODIs. Okay. So if you want to keep Mortaza around for a bit longer, I would recommend doing that. Because basically the man is on his last gas, on his last wind, if you will. The last of his last wind. I don't know if you've seen Sons of Anarchy. The old guy says, I don't know how many last winds I have left in me. Yeah, this is Mortaza's last of his last wind. What I feel. Okay. Who should replace Mortaza as captain? Mashrafe Rahim says he doesn't want the job. Okay. I'm sorry, I'll have to call Mashrafe Rahim by this name. Mama's boy. I'll have to call him by this name. Because, no, the fact that he acted like a petulant child when discussing about playing, for Bangladesh and playing in Pakistan. The fact that he acted like a petulant child demanding special treatment. Okay, that does not look good on you. And does not look good on Bangladesh cricket. Mashrafe Rahim's complaint, basically, what I could understand, what I can ascertain, is that his parents don't want him to go, so he's not going. Mahmudullah is related to this, somehow related to him as well. Mahmudullah is going, Tamim Iqbal is going, Liton Das is going, I believe even Shama Sarkar might go. What? Only Mashrafe Rahim has a family and no one else has families? So yes, I call Mama's boy on Mashrafe Rahim. He doesn't want the job anyways. And besides, what Mashrafe Rahim has shown all of us is that he doesn't have the mental fortitude or the maturity needed for a captain that will take the team forward instead of hold the team back or stagnate the team. He doesn't have that attitude. My choice would be Tamim Iqbal, but he doesn't want the job either, so we can't force it on him. Which brings me to this person. I don't know. I believe he still has to re-earn his place in the side again, especially someone with that much clout. The place of a person with that much clout, Mahmudullah. Because if you're a captain of a team, you have to perform. The reason Mortaza's captaincy was being questioned to the point where Mortaza got questioned even on his self-respect, saying that মানে আপনার কোনো লজ্জা শরম নাই or আত্মসম্মানে কোনো আঘাত আসে নাকি, something along those lines, about self-respect playing cricket. Mortaza got mad, rightfully so. Mortaza got really mad, and I would too, because that was a very bad question for, by that journalist. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical about Mahmudullah. I would keep him as an interim captain until Shakib Al Hasan comes back. And then after that, I would make Mahmudullah the vice captain. Mahmudullah or Tamim Iqbal the vice captain. Mashrafe Rahim, I'm sorry, not even vice captain. Okay, here's another person. And yes, I read the Cricket 4 article saying that Mortaza might come back. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, let that man retire on his own, like, walk out on his own terms. Okay. And I'm sorry, like, based on his performance, not on people's emotions, based on his performance, I'm sorry, Mortaza, but, at most one more ODI. At most. After that, he gotta go, man. Okay. Unless he can show something spectacular in that ODI by taking 3, maybe 4 wickets and bowling economically, winning the country the ODI match. I'm talking about the match against Pakistan. If you were to play that match, you gotta go, man. Mortaza gotta go. But this is just a hunch. I don't know. Maybe Bangladesh should not go the West Indies route and pick an outsider as an outsider, as in like people who you would not consider in the contention as a captain. Because if the player is not established, like you saw with Jason Holder, because the rumors coming out is that people used to bully Jason Holder because he's not when he came in he wasn't an established name. But let's say hypothetically that doesn't happen and this guy can lead his country properly. Mohammad Mithun. Like, why not? Because amongst the other new incoming players, Mustafizur Rahman, he is in and out of the team. Mehdi Hassan Miraz, also you could say in and out of the team. Actually, Mehdi Hassan Miraz might, like, if you want to go completely coming off left field, Mohammad Mithun as captain and Mehdi Hassan Miraz as vice captain. Okay. Alamin Hussain just got back in, so no. Mohammad Saifuddin, very new, so no. Liton Das also kind of like he just found his groove again. Don't interrupt his groove by putting more responsibility on his shoulders. Who else you got? Rubul Hussain, he's not even in the team. Like barely makes the team anymore. Shafil Islam barely makes the team. Like he's in and out. Taijul Islam, for some reason, the first word that comes to mind when I see Taijul Islam is herbivore. So no. But yeah, if you want to go completely off left field, Mohammad Mithun and Mehdi Hassan Miraz. Otherwise, Mahmudullah. So because Tamim Iqbal reportedly doesn't want the job, Mushfiqur Rahim reportedly doesn't want the job. So interim captain Mahmudullah. When Shakib comes back in, Shakib as the main captain, and either Mahmudullah or Tamim as your vice captain. Interim captain, if it's Mahmudullah, then vice captain should be Tamim. Alright guys, let me know what you think should be the outcome of the Bangladesh captaincy discussion. Who do you think should be Bangladesh's interim or long-term captain, keeping the 2023 ODI World Cup in mind? And as always, I would like to hear your thoughts about Mashrafe Mortaza as well as your thoughts and comments about any other aspect of this video. So please do hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification button. All those who have commented, thank you so much for commenting. I really, really appreciate it. And I will try my best to reply to the comments as early as I can. It's your boy Tanveer Saad, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.